Saw your face a crystal gleam, caught within my vivid dream. Swiftly turning heartbeats race, lost in your electric grace. Fingers touch and sparks ignite, crystal dreams that feel so right. Crystal dreams, our love is true. We twine shine like diamonds do. In the night, like stars we gleam, living out this crystal dream. Whispers fill the echoing hall, hearing you through it all. You and I, a perfect blend, where reality and dreamland end. Life refracts in endless ways, reflecting back those golden days. A melody that holds us tight.
Hello.
Keeps us dancing through.
Okay, let me get my music right now because I'm too loud. I hope you're all right tonight, everyone. Let's just get this a little bit. I think that's okay. So yeah, I hope everybody's okay tonight. What time are we on now? Not too bad. I was a little bit late. I intended 7, but it's not too bad. So, what's happening tonight? Well, lots to tell you. Let's put music. Even we just turn it off completely. Should we just turn it off now? I think so. It goes on for a bit, that song. Though I do like it. Anyway, let's put the full screen here. That's better, isn't it? So yeah, I hope everybody's good tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Oh, there you go. The donation bag come back to 0. Yeah, I'm feeling good tonight. I was a bit 50-50 what I was going to do, if I was going to come live or if I was just going to do the recording, because tonight we've got YouTube Watch. So all the community members, don't forget it's YouTube Watch tonight. But I need to talk to you about it. Because yesterday I just completely messed up with the videos and everything. I was going, I want to do the movie club live, and I got everything ready, and then ended up being very late when I got online to do the show, because I said I'm gonna do a public show to start, and then I'm like, okay, let's do let's do the movie club after. And then I did the movie club, and there was loads of problems, and it ended up the whole video crashed, everything crashed, and I ended up being up to like midnight last night recording the movie club. So I mean, obviously I can't do that every week. I can't be doing it that way. So what we might end up doing is we might have to accept that the movie club and YouTube Watch might end up being more. We might have to do pre-recording, especially with the movie club, just because I think it's going to be difficult each week to be able to do it live, especially if it crashes and things like that. Anyway, I've got a few comments, so I'm going to just say hello to everybody who's commented here. So, hi Esme, it's good to see you here. Yesterday, I saw you got the community membership. That was amazing. I thought, because you were the one who told me, Esme, about how to send out the free membership, which I'm very thankful for, because it gives me the option now to send out memberships to people and give people the opportunity to actually be members on the channel, which is great. But how come you got it? I mean, I'm glad you did, but I'm just kind of, because I saw you got the thing. So, because you said to me it was kind of random, like it didn't mean that it just went to the people who were watching the show or people who are like regular members. But then you got it, so I'm like, okay, well, that was kind of what I was trying to do. You said, was it possible? And I said I would give you a, another membership, but I don't know what happened there, because you were the one who showed me. So, because there we go, yeah. Member for 1 month. Oh, you've been a member for 1 month, yeah. Well, anyway, it's really good to see you here, Esme, and thank you for being a channel member. Well, a community member now. You're a community member. Hi, Jesse. Nice to see you this evening. I hope you're well. I know we messaged a bit earlier on. I will reply to some of your messages later. I know you've sent me a few, and I'm a little bit slow. I've been really busy, honestly. For the last 24 hours, 48 hours, okay, all week, I've been really, really busy. Just getting everything sorted. But I feel like now I'm starting to get on top of everything with YouTube. So now that I'm kind of know what I'm doing with the new community membership, because we've got this new membership level now, and I have the extra videos per week, and I'm trying to like juggle that and juggle my usual YouTube commitments. So I'm getting there. So hopefully I have more time soon. Now I'm getting more organized. Okay. Okay, this is Andrew Robinson. I'm getting that right. Andrew Robinson. Hi all. Amanda here. Okay, also sorry about that. So Amanda. Okay, well, I always say to everybody, because I know everybody's names on their YouTube profile sometimes is different from their actual names. Just like Esme uses no hate to TS Beautiful. I remember her because she's here so often. A regular member, I can remember the name. So I will try my best to remember your actual name, Amanda. Well, it's good to see you here. All I could say is because you're a new member, I'll let you know that I've seen here a new person here. Just let you know, there's a few things that we do here. We have a Discord that's for everybody. Anyone can join. If you're a subscriber or you're a channel member or a community member, everybody's welcome there. So I always say to everybody, please think about joining that. In fact, what I'll do is, because I have the link, if you're watching this and you're not a member on Discord, consider just joining. It's absolutely free, and you will have a connection to me. A lot easier to be able to contact me and talk with me any time of the week. Also, there's plenty of other people that are on the Discord who are transgender or trans allies or just good people. So if you do join the Discord, you'll be able to talk with them as well, not just me. And you get a lot more information about, I mean, if you're interested in trans issues or anything that we cover on this show, or what we cover on the channel, you'll have access to that. So yeah, and also you get updates on when I do videos, which is, is a good thing. You'll get an update when I'm alive. So yeah, so Amanda, consider join up there. I've put the link now in the chat box, so if you can see that link. But also under this video, there's a link as well. Let's see. So Esme, yes, good to see you all. Yeah, well, it's good, isn't it? It's always good to see lots of people here. Greetings, Rachel, and all. Yes, nice to see you here, Franny. I know you actually took part last night. I know you were in the live show, and it kind of crashed. The whole site crashed on me, so I had to kind of cancel that, and I re-uploaded today. So if you haven't seen it now, I have the video from last night. It's available on Patreon, because I know you're a Patreon member. It's also available via YouTube for community members, and it's also if you're already on the Discord, you can actually see it through Discord as well. Just so you know, anybody who's a community member will be able to get that information to watch that video from last night. I went to bed early last night, so yeah. Well, good for you, because I ended up staying up too late. I stayed up till midnight recording the movie club. So we were doing a movie last night called Venus, and I've not done a full length movie. So far I've done these short movies that are like 20 minutes, 30 minutes long. And I attempted this, it was an hour long, hour and 30 minutes or something. And I think I wasn't really prepared to do it correctly, and I should have really looked at it before. And that's why I think I might have to do them pre-recorded and then make sure that I edit them down so that you get roughly about an hour. I know it's like an hour 30, but it should be, the whole thing should last for around an hour, really. You don't really want it to be like an hour 30. So, and also when you watch these films, there's lots of scenes that I feel like there's not anything relevant happening in these scenes, so we don't really need to watch every single bit of the film to talk about it. So what I'll do in future is with the movie club is probably pre-record it and then edit it so that it lasts for about an hour, and with the key parts that we need to discuss in the film, not just have the film running. I didn't think it worked, but that's something I'll do in the future. Just bear with me. I mean, everything I do, I learn from, and then I improve. Oh, hi, Leah. Yes, nice to see you here. I think we spoke before in the comments. You sent me a comment before. Yeah, I know that you became a community member. I mean, I sent out some gifted community members. I know you became one. So you actually have access this month to the movie club, YouTube Watch. You also get access to the Sunday show. So we do a private Sunday show every Sunday. So that'll be tomorrow. And that's just for community members and for channel supporters. So you get access to that. So please come, and don't forget to join the Discord, because you've got access to the Discord as well. One other thing about the Discord to everyone, when you join, let me know if you're already a channel supporter or a community member, because you get access to the private chat on the Discord. So if you let me know that that's you, I can actually add you to the private area. But if you don't let me know, I won't know. So I know there's a lot of people joining, but you have to let me know if you're a member, and then we can check that out. And if you are, then you'll get access to the private chat. Well, thank you. Oh, that's right. Thank you so much. Right. Yeah, and if there's anyone else that wants to say hi, just say hi. That's what it's for. That's especially for the first hour here. That's what we do. We chat. So what I was going to tell you about tonight. Well, I'm considering tonight. I'm going to do the YouTube Watch in the second half of this show. So the first half, we're going to just do what we normally do. Watch a few videos, have a chat, relax, take it easy. And then what I'd like to do after that is I'm going to do YouTube Watch. But what I'm saying is, if you're watching this, I think we're going to, today, we're just going to let everybody watch it. So it's going to be part of the show. But if later on, from now on, sorry, it won't be in the future. This is the last time you can watch it unless you become a community member. So what I'm going to have to do is kind of explain to everyone how this all works, because maybe if it's your first time here, you might not know how to do it. So first things first, you might notice that we have a donation bar. I think it's this side for you, on this side, and it says £25 donations. What we do is on this show, and this is just to help the show to keep going, for me to keep being able to make these videos for you. We say, if you'd like to send a donation to the channel, you can. And there's a couple of ways you can do donations. If you want to send a donation, you can do a super chat, which is done directly through YouTube. But if you want to send a donation direct to myself, the best way to do it is to use the Buy Me a Coffee link. So at the moment, it's not in the, well, I think some of the chat bots are telling you all about it, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah, they are. They're talking about joining the channel, yeah. But what I'll do is I will put it into the chat now. So I'm going to put the link into the chat box now. So if you were wanting to send a donation during the show, you can. Like I say, you can use super chats, but it's better to do it direct, which is that link there I've just sent you. So I've just put the link in the chat box, and that is for the Buy Me a Coffee, it's called, and it's a direct transfer, so it more or less goes straight to me. There's still a fee, but if you do it through YouTube, there's a very, very big fee. They like to charge a lot. YouTube, they like to take a big cut, basically. So this way, it goes directly to myself, and so you won't be giving YouTube a cut, shall I say? Now I just got to go to the video. I'm going to pin that to the top. Let me just check. Yeah. So I will pin it to the top of the. Oh, why am I in a different account? That's strange. Bear with me 1 minute. So I will pin that to the top. So now you can see, if you look at the top of the chat box, there's a link at the top. That is the best place to send a donation. So if you want to send a donation during the show, please send it there. Is probably the best. Okay. Now I'll tell you a few more things. Oh, well, you might be asking me, well, what's the deal then? It's just like you want the £25. Well, it's like, no. So the way it works is we do a thing called Spin the Wheel. On the show, we watch different videos. Every time someone sends a donation, we do a wheel spin and we watch videos on here. Some people like to send like £1, some people or $1. Some people like to send £5 or $5, and some people say, you know what, here you go, £25. It has happened. We have had big donations in the show, but basically the goal is £25 if it's possible. But we'll see. Sometimes we make it, sometimes we don't. It's all good at the end of the day. It's up to the people out there how they feel about that. If they want to do it, they can. If they don't want to, then it's their choice. But obviously we won't watch as many videos and the show obviously can't last as long. Also, what I've been talking to you about as well is we have a thing called channel supporters. So it's just £1. I think it's about $1.50 or something if you're in America, and wherever you are, if you're in Europe or something, about just over one euro or something. And you can become a channel support. And what you get with a channel support is every Sunday we do a private show, and that's every Sunday. So that's four extra videos a week that's private. You would get access to. You also get access to the private chats in the Discord. And also, if you do it during the show, I will add it to the donation bar. So, for example, if 25 people today said, "Hey, you know what? I'm going to become a channel support and support this channel," yeah, we would hit the target as well. So it's like win-win situation. Everything's good. We also now have another how do you say, another member level, which is called the community members. And community members basically get an extra 2 shows per week. They're getting the movie club, which is, at the moment, I'm saying it's going to be every Friday, but I might be moving it to a different day. But bear with me there. It might end up being on a Thursday, but let's see. And I've also got another thing which we're doing tonight. I'm going to actually do for you, which is called YouTube Watch, where we watch a documentary or a longer video that's actually on YouTube, but I called it YouTube Watch. But really, it's just like a documentary video basically we watch, and then we talk about it. And right now that's every Saturday, but that might move to Friday. But bear with me; it all depends. I'm just seeing, I'm feeling out where things work best. So if you want to join that, that's also available. You can join via YouTube. Just go to the join link. You can join there, and you can do channel supporter or community member. And if you go to Buy Me a Coffee, it's there as well. So you can follow the link at the top of the chat, and you can see the membership and join there. And if you want to join by Patreon, if you'd like to do that, which because I have a Patreon, which some members have done already, there's a link below the video. I'll put it in the chat now, actually, the Patreon link, because we do have Patreon. I don't really talk about my Patreon that much, but I've had it for quite a while, and it is a good place if you want to, it's easier for some. And they're all different prices, basically, because it all depends on the fees that I get charged. So on YouTube charges the biggest fee. So it's £5 if you want to become a community member here on YouTube. If you join via Patreon, it's £4. Sorry, if you join via Buy Me a Coffee, it's £4. And if you do the Patreon, it's $5. So it's entirely up to you. I'm just putting the Patreon link into the chat now, so you can see that as well. So hopefully I've explained everything there. I hope that makes sense to you. So obviously, it's the ball's in your court now. If you want to become a member, you want to be part of something, please join up. I think I've given you everything now. I really can't give you any more information than that. So yeah, that's where we're at. Now, like I said, tonight I'm going to do the YouTube watch as part of the video. So you're the lucky few that are going to get to see this. Normally, this is purely for community members, but I figured tonight it's probably going to be best to just share it with everybody. But in going into the future, I'm not going to be sharing it with non-members. You have to be a member, and you'll have to be a community member. So if you're sat there right now and you're a channel supporter, consider moving up to the community member level. And if you're there and you don't have any membership, what are you doing? Come on, sign up. I mean, like I say, £1 for a whole month. It's not too bad, is it? That it's a pretty good deal, and you get 4 videos with that. And community member gets how many videos you get? 4 plus 2, 4, 6, 8, 8. Yeah, you're getting 12 videos, 12 private videos that you would get each week. So getting a lot more than the non-members. So yeah, why not consider being a member? Right, now, where were we at? I think we're going to cover a couple of videos. I think we'll do it for about an hour. So we'll do the first hour to there, and then after that, we're going to go straight into the YouTube watch. So I will spin the wheel, but I'm hoping some people might consider it, because, I mean, this donation bar is absolutely empty. Let's see someone send a donation. Let's get this party rolling a bit, hey? I will spin the wheel first, but let's see what happens after that. So let me share this one. Can you see it? Okay, there you go. So we're going to spin the wheel, and we're going to see what video we're going to watch first. Watch a video, and then hopefully, let's hope someone sends a donation, because it'll be pretty boring if no one does. Okay, things not to say to a trans person. I might need to explain another thing. The reason there's all the Halloween things is I just let you know if it's the first time you're watching it. It's the month of Halloween, isn't it? You know, so I'm getting in the mood for it. I might not always have videos ready for Halloween, because I just don't think there's that many really, to be honest with you. But I've got the end of the month on the 31st. I'm hoping to do an extra long show, which is going to just cover some Halloween things. So I hope you'll join us for that on the 31st. So things not to say to a trans person. So let me just have a look. I'm going to check out and see if I can find this video. Well, not if I can find this video, I will find the video. So let me have a look. So I'll let you know as well. Tonight's video we're doing on YouTube Watch is ladyboys being transgender in Thailand. That's the video I'm going to cover tonight. So I watched a little bit of it earlier on, and I think it's really interesting. And in fact, I was just watching it as like a normal video, and you know, I was just, oh, this sounds interesting. I'll watch this documentary. And as I was watching it, I was thinking, you know, I think I want to share this with everybody and do a full YouTube watch with it. So I stopped watching it, and I thought, right, I'm going to leave this now. I'm going to watch it with all of you. So I think it's going to be a really great video to watch tonight. But like I say, it's a long one. So obviously when we start it, that'll be like the last video of the show. This gives us a chance to kind of do something before. Now, we didn't cover this one, did we, before? Let me see. Because we did cover one that I think was a similar title. So I'm not sure if we actually did cover this one. Okay. No, we didn't. Great. So I've had some problems recently with some videos that I've covered. Sometimes when I cover videos from like the BBC, I cover videos from some of the English networks here in the UK. They sometimes don't like me covering them. So if you're watching this later on, it might be cut from the actual video. So don't worry about that. That is just the reality of doing YouTube. Sometimes you'll cover a video and these companies like BBC and ITV. I mean, the one I did yesterday was Channel 4, and that got cut from yesterday's video. So I don't know why they do this, but they just don't like you covering the videos. But they're free on YouTube. I mean, they're there on YouTube, but they don't like you covering them. So I'm gonna cover it. So if you're watching this after and it's cut out, it's cut out. But for everybody who's watching live, you should be able to see it. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. So let me share the screen with you. So can you see this? No, you can't. Now you can. Well, let's watch this video. Let's see what it's all about, and then we can have a chat about it. Okay.
Oh, it's such a stupid question.
When people say something like that, it's pretty nasty, isn't it?
Just get a slap.
Oh.
Really?
Let me just pause it a little bit. Probably best way just to give it a little pause. I'm trying to get up the transcript. There you go. Because I think some people, if English isn't your first language, it's probably better if there's some English at least at the bottom.
Oh, my eye is so hard.
Okay. Things you've always wanted to ask a trans person. That wasn't a title, was it? Things not to say. So the title is actually things not to say to a trans person. But anyway, things you've always wanted to ask. Well, what have you wanted to ask? Most of the questions I get asked when people ask me, because sometimes people ask me things and stuff like that. Some normal questions like, when did you know, and things like that. When did you know you were trans? When are you going to have surgery? Questions like that. And these are questions that, you've got to be careful what you ask, because sometimes it seems like, I want to know all this information, but you have to kind of let the person themselves, the trans person, if they want to talk about these certain things. But anyway, let's see what they say, because I think they'll explain it all here. What I'll do is as well, I'll speed up the video slightly. And I think that will give us a better run. Right, let's listen to it.
When did you decide to be
Yeah, they said like when you probably shouldn't. So yeah, so things you'd like to ask, but you probably shouldn't. Okay.
When did you decide to be transgender?
When did you decide to be a human being?
Well, I think I just woke up one day in 2008 and thought, this will be a laugh.
I don't think you decide to be transgender,
It's
do you?
there, you discover it.
My whole childhood was just basically like, you're a boy, you can't play with that. You're a boy, you can't do that. You're a boy, no, no, no. And every night I'd go to bed and I'd be like, God, why don't they understand that I'm not a boy?
So I mean that question, when did you decide to be transgender? Again, not a question that you really should ask a trans person. And like they are answering it basically the same way I would. You don't decide. You don't wake up one day and decide, I'm going to be transgender. It's something that's always there. It's something that kind of you know in yourself, but you don't decide. As being trans is not a choice.
Being gay isn't quite extreme enough, so I'll just be transgender. I don't know. When you don't decide to be transgender.
Yeah, you don't decide to be transgender. Exactly. Okay. Have you had the op? Yeah, this is another one. I'm going to say, I know what they're going to say anyway, because they're going to say the same thing as me, I'm pretty sure. Like, you don't ask that question. And also, what makes you think that I want to have an operation? The transgender people, we're all different. Do we have the option to have surgeries? We're very fortunate. We live in a time now where we can have a lot of surgery and stuff. But it's still an option.
Have you had the op?
Have you had the op?
Daily people ask you that all the time.
Well, I had quite a few of them. Which are we referring to?
Exactly, and that's the thing. Those old tropes that they have in the media about sex swap, sex op, the surgery. If you talk to any trans person, or even if you Google it, you'll know that there's no just one surgery to have.
It's actually a series of 5 operations for guys. So
Yeah.
the op is so decades ago now.
When people ask me, so when are you getting it? Then I'm like, you know what? I can do it tomorrow. Give me the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess everyone has their own interpretation about how they want to reply to it. I know this is the UK, and in the UK, it's actually paid on the NHS. So I don't know what she means about the money and stuff. But I guess if you want to choose your doctor, then yes, that's different. You would have to go somewhere to actually have, if you go to Thailand or somewhere like that, you have to pay. And I'm not sure how long the waiting list is for gender gender confirmation surgery in the UK. I don't know how long it is, but yeah, I mean, again, I just think it's not a question you should ask anyway.
Money, let's do it.
If it's not, have you had the op? It's when are you having the op? Or have you thought about the op?
Do you know what?
What about the op?
It's expensive, you know, and for me, I'm trying to pay for everything myself, you know. I don't want help from the government, you know.
Oh, I see. So she actually says, no, I want to pay myself, and that's absolutely fine for the individual who chooses it. Some people they just cannot afford to have surgical procedures. They're very expensive. I mean, if I give you an idea on the surgeries that I've had, I mean, I'm running a channel. I'm a bit more open about what I've done, but I mean, breast surgery can be, you know, over £5,000. It just depends on the doctor you want to see, and facial surgery can run you up past £20,000 plus pounds. I won't give you exactly the amounts I paid, but they are very high amounts, and depending on the surgeons you want. If you go private, you can't have breast surgery and facial surgery in the UK on the NHS. It's not possible. But gender confirmation surgery, yes, is available here in the UK. I'm not sure how much it is in Thailand or somewhere like that, but I'm pretty sure it's, I mean, I know there is people in the audience, people in the channel members and channel supporters that actually have paid for this, so they might have a better idea. But I'm guessing it's not cheap, you know.
Oh, because here in England, I can ask for it, and it's amazing, you know. I appreciate it, but I want to, if I can, I want to pay for it myself.
Which
Okay.
bathroom do
Oh,
you use?
okay. So which bathroom do you use? This is kind of more important at this time to ask this question. I mean, if you look originally, when was this made? 10 years ago. So if we go by this, 10 years ago, I'm okay. I'm guessing because I have seen this video a while ago, but I can't remember what they answered. And I'm guessing they're going to say, well, I use the female, I use the male, and the identity, their gender identity. What's so crazy about now is we're back into this kind of gray area, this intermediate zone they've been talking about now, where trans people, like myself, which toilet do I use? I use the female toilet. Okay, I identify as a woman, so I'm using the women's toilets. And then because of the High Court ruling earlier this year, back in April, we're no longer actually supposed to use the toilets that that we identify with. We're supposed to use the toilets that we were assigned at birth. But they haven't kind of formalized it properly, like saying you have to, like you're breaking the law if you're not. There's nothing like that exists really in the UK. It's kind of a gray area right now. But how stupid this is, that there is people now, unfortunately, who are just going straight to the are actually just using the disabled toilets, trans people that just use disabled toilets because they just can't do with the argument about it. It's just like, well, okay, then I've just used the disabled, then there's no argument because that's anyone can use. Well, it's supposed to be for disabled people, but it's like, well, I might as well just go in there, which I think is wrong. I think it's wrong that people have to do that. Should just be able to use the toilet. It shouldn't have to be that. Then again, disabled toilet time is probably a lot more convenient, to be fair. I know there's a few people in the audience that do use the disabled toilets, but I mean, feel free to comment and say what you personally feel about this. But let's hear what they have to say.
Which bathrooms do you use? That's funny.
The clean one.
Oh my God, if I had to go into a men's bathroom, I'd die.
I've recently, at Westminster, had to fight for about a year to try and get gender-neutral toilets.
Oh, is that you?
Mhm.
High five.
Well
done.
There is a debate going on at the moment, which is completely.
See, I mean, I understand that for them that might work out better for them, but for me personally, I do not agree with gender neutral toilets is okay if all the toilets are gender neutral. I agree with that. Like if I go to a bar or I go to an area and it's just gender neutral, I don't think anything of it. I think to myself, well, okay, so the toilet is just whatever, you just use it, which kind of makes sense. In many ways, it does just make sense just to do that. But when you have male, female there, I go to the females. I am who I am. I don't compromise on who I am. I don't care. I do not compromise on this. For me, this is very important. If you have male and female, I will use the female toilets. That's just how it is. if you have just gender neutral toilets, then I use the toilets, and it doesn't even occur to me because there's no point. But if you ever had a female, male, and a gender neutral toilets, that would anger me. That would anger me, because I would feel that you're trying to segment us into a different group. I mean, I would hate to see a trans toilet. I really wouldn't like it personally. I know some people out there might feel better about that, but I feel that it's like segregation. I feel like, could you imagine if America, in fact, did America do this? They might actually have done this. So what am I talking about? I was going to say, like, when we had the issue where they were against like black people. If you have a black toilet, now, correct me wrong, they probably did do that, to be honest with you. I'm sorry that I don't know this fact, but I'm pretty sure they probably did actually. So how is that okay? How is that okay? To segregate your people and communities. I don't agree with it. I absolutely do not agree with it. I think we're all human, and the respect should be there. So, if you want to make all the toilets in the UK, in the US, all gender neutral, go ahead. That doesn't bother me at all. 1 minute. Oh, who's doing that? Bear with me, my camera. Someone's doing something with my camera. Oh, is that still working? Sorry, my camera just went mental because someone called me on my phone. So annoying because I'm using my phone for this. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it when it's gender neutral. That really knocked me off. Hi, Charles. Good evening. Yeah, it's good to have you here. I hope you're well. Oh, so you're a community member as well now, aren't you? Yeah. So we're gonna do tonight's video as part of the show, because last night went a bit crazy. But in the future, there's a chance they might be pre-recorded for everybody. But you'll see what happens in the future weeks coming. But anyway, it's good to have you here. It's good to see you here tonight. So anyway, let's carry on with this video. Let's see what they have to say.
Ludicrous because you can't expect like a girl to walk into the guys or a guy to walk into the girls, and I think it's really dehumanizing.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I mean, I think I had this conversation with someone. Someone said to me, "Oh, the women use the men's toilets. So when the women's is full and I've been drinking, I go in there." And I said, like, yeah. When you're in a club or something, and you might be like, the women's toilets is a massive queue, and you think, okay, I'll just use the men's. And I mean, if you want to do that, that happens, right? I know women who do that, but for me, it's like, so you're saying that trans women should go into the men's toilets during the day. It's just disgusting, and absolutely, when people say those things, it really annoys me. But I'm not going to do it ever. I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to follow that. I don't even care if you make it law. I'll never follow it because I think it's dehumanizing.
After having a bad experience in Soho where I got turned away from male toilets, I tend to just use my own at home, which is unnatural.
I think my mum was worried about my safety.
See, that's what upsets me. I don't know. Let me see this. I don't know who this person is or their name or anything, but I really kind of feel for him. Look, so he was going to use the men's toilets. I mean, like, I see a man there, right? And he says, going to use the men's toilets, and then got turned away. I mean, have I ever had an issue like that? When I first started transitioning, I remember going into the female changing room and I was asked to leave. That was early on in my transitioning. And yes, it made me upset and it made me feel uncomfortable about what happened. But I carried on with my transition. I knew I was in the early stages of my transition. And then when eventually, there was no problem, Eventually, I passed. I don't have a problem now. But this is not fair. And now I'm hearing, he's saying that when he goes out and stuff like, he goes back home and stuff like this. It just makes me feel sad because I just feel like, because I'm so passionate about what I believe, and then to see that with someone, I feel like that's not fair. That shouldn't happen. Obviously, it's up to them how they deal with it. It's not up to me. I'm not them. It's their body. It's their life. Well, for me, it makes me feel like this is not fair. This is just not fair that someone has to do that, because obviously they feel more comfortable that way. He feels more comfortable doing that, and I understand that. But I feel sad about that. It shouldn't be like that.
neutral.
I think my mum was worried about my safety in the toilets as well.
I don't go to the toilet when I'm out in public at all.
By law, you are entitled to use whichever toilet you want to.
You don't want to see us.
Yeah, well, like Paris said there, by law, you're entitled to use whichever toilet that you identify with until recently. When this was done 10 years ago, no problem. It was more us kind of debating, trans people debating about, well, what do you do? You know, how do you feel? How, do you feel comfortable this way? What's best for you? And that was what it was about. Oh, I don't feel comfortable yet using the women's. I don't feel comfortable yet using the men's. I'm going to use my toilet at home. I'm going to use the disabled toilet. We had a choice, just like every other human being. We had choice, but they keep taking these choices away from us. Now it's like, actually, you don't really have that choice. Like, you technically by law shouldn't be going in the women's. Technically by law shouldn't be going in the men's. And then people use the disabled toilets, which is actually technically for disabled people. So we can't win. We're like stuck in a gray area, you know? Just like we don't have a choice now. If we meet someone on a one-night stand, we have to tell them we're trans because we're breaking the law if we don't tell someone we're trans. So if you get a trans woman who's had full surgery, all her body has been, matches her identity, she sleeps with a man, and then later on that man finds out that she's transgender, by law, he can go to the police and report her. Before we had choice, they're taking the choices away from us. That's what's happening now. So when people say, what rights are we losing as trans people? Lots of rights. The right to choose, the right to decide what's right for us as people. They say, oh, but what about everybody else? Rights are for everyone. We all have rights. And we should have the right and the choice to go where we identify and who we are. I totally agree, Rachel, for what you just said, sweet. Well, thank you, Charles. Well, I mean, you know, this is the thing. I mean, I'm just speaking the truth from myself. And when I see this and I hear other trans people talk, that's why I like watching these videos, because I see what other trans people are saying. And this is 10 years ago. So they're talking about a time when we had freedoms, where the UK was honestly on our side, was actually supporting the trans people. But the UK has changed. You see, Charles, you're really well educated because you can see this. You get the knowledge about it. When people talk about it in the news, and when people, you could be saying, wait, I know that's not true. You know, when they say, we can't let trans women into the toilets because they're a danger to young girls and to women. Please tell me what danger I am. I have no interest in young girls. I have no interest in what other women are doing in the toilet. I don't care. When I go to the toilet, I go for a wee, okay? Right? If I go to a public toilet, I wee. That's what I do. Do you know that? That's what I do. Maybe sometimes I go in there and wash my hands. I might touch up my makeup, maybe. Not so much, to be honest with you. I don't really go in the toilet at all if I can help it. But if I have to go in the toilet, I go there to do one purpose, just like everybody else. And that's all I use it for. If I go to a changing room, if I'm in a sports or if I'm going swimming, which is rare now, what do? I get changed. That's all I do. I don't care what other women are doing, and I don't care. It's such a stupid and pointless argument. Okay? It is absolutely, for a trans person living in the UK in 2025, it's like, what are they talking about now? Just like craziness. You are no danger, Rachel, just being yourself. So honest and lovely. Well, thank you, Charles. But that's what it is. I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. That's how it is. And I personally think politicians are using it because they feel they can score points and use it as scapegoats. If they can distract people from what's really going on, that's what it's about. They don't want you to be looking at what's really going on. People are getting poorer. Less people now own their own homes. Let's look at the reality. If you start saying, do I own my own house? No. Do I work? Yes. So I work full time. I can't afford a house, right? I pay most of my living costs on my rent. Okay, the system's broken, but they don't want you to look at that. They don't want you to think about that. They want you to go blame other people. Oh, this is the problem. The problem is because trans people. That's the problem. Oh, look, there's too many foreign people in this country now. That's the problem. Nope. The problem is the people in government and the people in power. Why do we have more people in the country getting richer? Why do we have all these billionaires getting richer? And how come we have all these other people getting poorer? Do you want to ask that question? Because that should be the question, not, oh, why is that trans person using the toilet? That shouldn't be the question. But you see, that's what people like to talk about, don't they? So it's a reality. But once you realize that, you can just look through the crap and you can just look what they're really doing. And you can just see they're just taking the piss.
The urinal next to you.
So, how do you have
Do you have sex? What do you think?
sex?
What do you do in bed? Oh my god.
How do you have sex? Fabulously.
What do you do in bed? You know, like it's all courses.
Sleep.
Well, mostly
I
the
sleep-
ice cream.
I sleep a lot. There's creme from
Yeah, I would say a majority of the time what I do in bed is sleep, yeah.
my whole rich cheese. Yeah.
I don't generally want to have that conversation with someone if I'm not considering sleeping with them or having them as a partner. You know?
I don't go around asking strangers what they do in bed with other people, so why do they think it has license to ask me?
Yeah, we see that one went over pretty quick, but I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's a definite no-no. You don't ask that anyway, do you? Unless someone wants to talk about that, you don't talk about it.
Okay, go.
Are you a drag queen?
No.
Are you a drag queen?
So are you a drag queen? I mean, anybody out there, if you don't know the difference, I mean, the thing about normally the way we see like a drag queen is someone who kind of is more into performance. Maybe they will dress very feminine or very extreme or more artistically feminine. Maybe more, how you say, more outrageous in style, like bigger hair, more makeup, maybe even the clothes will be very over the top. We'd say OTTT, you know? But the thing is, trans people, you're definitely not a drag queen. Though there is drag queens who are transgender, but majority of trans people are not drag queens. They don't do a performance. They don't dress up. They don't do all that.
Well, nobody's paying me.
There's a definite difference between a transvestite and a transsexual.
Transvestites, that's somebody who maybe dresses up in the clothes that are associated with the other gender, so maybe a boy who likes dressing up in girls' clothes.
But they don't feel they are that gender.
Drag queens who are very glamorous, and it's usually more of a performance.
Whereas a transsexual person, transgender person,
Actually are that gender.
yeah.
People also say, like automatically assume that you know a lot about the drag scene. And they're like, oh my god, I've seen, I don't know, RuPaul.
Yeah.
Okay,
completely.
well done.
It's like some
You
people just
know?
think it's like a super deluxe version of a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that a lot as well. I mean, I've watched a little bit of like RuPaul and things like that, but mainly because my brother, he really likes Drag Race and all those shows. So he really likes it. But he's a gay man. He enjoys it. But I don't really watch it. I mean, I can't tell you who's who. I could say who RuPaul is because he's famous. But apart from that, I don't know the other people in it. Sorry to say this, Rachel. You are a easy target for politicians. We are at the moment. Charles. We're definitely the Conservatives and Reform in the UK. Definitely, right now are hammering down that the trans community are the ones they need to target, and it's the same in America with Trump. And the Republicans, they are really focused on, the trans people, the bad people. The truth is, at the end of the day, it is just talking points. Whatever you see in the news, whatever you see online, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because trans people have always existed, and we've existed under a lot worse times than this. Even though things are bad at the moment here in the UK. And very bad in America, parts of America, not all of America, but America in general. The thing is, we survived before, so we will survive this. Trans people will still be here in 100, 200, or as long as the human race exists. We will still have trans people, so we won't disappear. That's the truth. Even in Russia, where it's more or less illegal to be gay and trans, there still is trans people. So you can't get rid of us. You can make us. You can try and make us disappear from public life, but you can't erase trans people. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible to do it. Just like it was impossible to erase gay people. So we will still be here, but yeah, the truth is that they're trying to erase us, but they can't. And the thing is, other countries in the world at the moment, gay and trans people are thriving. More countries now in the world are actually giving more rights to trans people. There is some countries now where you can self-identify. So here in the UK, even at the moment, I have to go through a panel to get my gender recognition. Any trans woman, they have to get recognized by other people, have to say, yes, you qualify to be a trans, you are qualified to be a woman. If it were you are accepted, we will change your birth certificate now. But there's other countries where you just say, nope, I am, and you're allowed to change, because no straight cis man wants to be seen as a woman. Why would a cis man want that? So they don't do it. But here in the UK, yeah, we have to go through all that. But there's other countries where you don't need to do that. You can just say, I am a woman, and you can get all your documents changed. The future is female, but not in the way most feminists think. Yeah, well, fair enough, Franny. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm all for that. But I mean, look, a cis male, a straight cis male, and you say, oh, well, maybe he likes to see women. He it's this man. He likes women. He'd love to see women. Maybe there's nasty men who would like to see women in awkward positions and say they want to see women in the changing room. They're not going to transition to do that. That is a stupid thing for them to do. I don't think they could do it either mentally. I think it's too much. So it's not going to happen. So it's a real big myth that trans people are just trying to, I don't even know what the myth is, because for me it's like I just want to be myself, but in their eyes it's like we're doing it for some bad reason, like we want to get access to the changing rooms or something like that, which is nothing to do with that.
We're upgraded.
Really, yeah.
No.
Next one is.
Are you sure?
So
Are you sure you're not just gay? Well, I mean, it's really simple. Sexuality is nothing to do with gender identity.
just gay.
Are you sure you just aren't gay? Oh God, I wish. Wouldn't it be fabulous just to be gay?
I think this links to whether or not sexuality is linked to gender.
It's true. I mean, would it be easier being gay? I mean, maybe a gay person might argue and say, no, it's not easy being gay either, but it's like, I think it would be a lot easier. I tell you, it'd be a lot easier if you were just gay. God, because I mean, the reality is, right, when you're trans, you're transitioning, but there's all this kind of, no one seems to understand. Like with a gay man, for example, if you're attracted to another man, same sex and everything like that, people kind of can just understand that. They say, okay, so you like men, you don't like women, okay, and you're gay, okay, and it's kind of just there. Obviously, there's different types of men and different attraction, but whatever. But for trans person, nothing to do with your sexuality, and then everyone presumes your sexuality as well. So it's like, oh, so if you're a woman, you must be interested in men, or okay, but you were living as a man before, so you must be interested in women. And then it's like, also you're still straight, or so you were lesbian. And it gets all this kind of, and people they want to put you in this box. They want to put you in this box, and they can't put you in a box. And the thing is, like, it's just like, well, when we talk about identity, it's nothing to do with your sexuality. You can't talk about the sexuality because that's a separate thing.
And they have nothing to do with each other. Like, I'm bisexual and she's heterosexual.
When it comes to gender versus sexuality, I think you recognize your gender much sooner than you recognize your sexuality anyway.
Can I see a picture of you before? Oh my.
Okay, yeah. So can I see a picture of you before? So I think anybody on my channel will probably say, have you seen a picture of me before? So even though I'm not one of these who's kind of, I don't feel like I'm embarrassed about myself before I feel anything. And I have pictures that are of me before I transitioned, and I don't feel bad about them. I must admit, I don't really share them. I feel that it's a private thing. it's not that I wouldn't. It's possible that I might one day, maybe on this channel or something. There has been times where I kind of did do once, but I kind of took the picture off very quickly. So it's something that I don't feel that bad about, but I prefer not to.
Oh God.
Can I see a picture of you before?
No, just no.
I would never just be like, oh yeah, here I am. Here's who I
I
was.
don't really have those pictures handy.
When I came to university and I came out to my hall's friends, one of them said to me, oh, I just went on your old Facebook and saw like a poem of you. Like, you look so pretty then. And I was like,
Yeah, that's also kind of sad as well, because when you have pictures before, I mean, I showed a friend a picture of me before, and well, she said to me, she said, "Oh yeah, you look hot," or something like that. She said that in the picture. She said, "I thought you looked hot." This is boy form, and even though you feel kind of, oh, thanks, but you still feel like this just feels funny, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I want a woman saying to me, "Oh, you look hot," and stuff like that. In that situation, it kind of was a bit, I don't know, not very comfortable, to be honest with you. So I don't really like to show them too much, but I don't feel bad about it. But it's just, yeah, sometimes reactions from people can be a bit iffy. Like he just said, "Oh, you look so pretty" before. I think as a trans man, I'm sure he feels like, "Oh, pretty, yeah, thanks." You know what I mean? Not really comfortable about that.
"Hey, why would you say that?"
I've got my pictures from before, and
Are you happy to share them?
yeah, because look how ugly I was. Now you know why.
Ta-da. Oh my God, we spoke about this.
Can I feel your boobs?
Okay, so that one's a definite no.
Wow.
Can I feel your boobs, Peters, or just grabbing them?
Sure.
Sure, yeah, go for it.
No, it's harassment. Can we go away?
He goes up to like someone and says, "Can I feel your tits?"
No, they just do it.
Yeah. Do they? But just
People
like,
have just done it to me.
I've never had anyone do that, and that would be harassment. I would report that if someone came over and just touched me. But yeah.
Yeah,
I'd go spare.
I've had people do that, like literally sexually assault you and grab your breast or literally go to put their hands between your legs.
I think they see it like, do you know if you know a guy and he starts going to the gym, gets really big arms off of going to the gym, and you go like, oh my God, you're getting really muscly. I think they see it like that.
I feel like she's making an excuse for me. I think it's unacceptable 100%. If someone did that, I would report them straight away. It's assault. I wouldn't even accept it. You don't touch any part of my body. No, unless I ask you to do it or agree with you doing it. I must admit, though, I have had trans friends, who've wanted to touch my breasts, but it's normally because they want to compare because the silicone and stuff. So that's a little bit different. But if it's under those situations, I don't have a problem with it. But I definitely wouldn't accept anyone, just random person in the street, ask me or something like that.
But it's like, no, don't touch me.
It happened to me. It happened to me that somebody just, then I just grabbed their dicks, I pulled them up, and I was like, dude, they can break your hand.
Oh, you're gonna go crazy.
Okay, I can tell. Yeah, well, I get that. I'll be honest with you, that I can tell one. I get a lot now. I'm online, so because I'm quite. I said once, once you come out online and you start being more visible, you get people in comments saying, "I can tell." Just accept trans people world. Yeah, exactly. Just accept. We exist all over the world. That's the thing. Not just in the UK, not just in America, not just in Europe. We exist all over the world. We're in every continent, every culture. We're everywhere. So you can't get rid of it. It's impossible. If America decides, Trump says, we are going to end all trans people, okay? Even Trump cannot do that. You cannot do it. It's impossible. How are you going to do that? You would then have to enforce laws that you're going to affect every continent. And okay, maybe your friends Russia might agree with you, Trump, but other countries are not going to agree with you. Why would all the countries, you think New Zealand and Australia, Iceland, Norway, Germany, they're all just going to say, fine, we'll ban trans people? Maybe in the UK we might, because if we have reform and we've got Nigel Farage who's like totally up Trump's ass. Yeah. But apart from that, no. Most countries aren't going to agree and follow what they say. So I think the world, trans people will survive whatever. So what was I saying before I went on that rant there? I was talking about. Let me see. What was I talking about? They were talking. You all know out there. Oh, I know. Okay. So yeah, but back to this about I know. Well, everyone says people say that to me on here, right? I'm totally open here. I'm not trying to hide that I'm trans. I am trans. But in day-to-day life, never. I never get misgendered. Never feel anyone got called madam, miss. When I go to the airport, because I haven't updated my passport. I'll just tell you I haven't updated my passport yet. There's reasons why, but I'm not going into it right now. They always look shocked. They always look completely shocked, like looking, going, don't match. And I have to say, no, I'm trans. And then they're like, oh, really? Oh, they seem shocked, really shocked. So that's why I don't care what people put in comments, because when they write things in the comments and they do something, it's because I've told you I'm trans. People in day-to-day life, they don't know I'm trans. Okay, they don't know, right? I know that because your voice is quite deep. So, well, when I'm out in public, I have a way of talking. Now, this is my natural talk. I just talk like this. I don't care. I'm being open with you. This is how I talk. This is how I talk with my friends. But if I want to feminize it, I can feminize it. So I just do what I want when I'm in public. I act a certain way. Obviously I go stealth. It's called stealth, and that's what I do. But here I'm open with you. I'm supportive of trans people, and that's why I'm like I am here. But I know there's people online who think they're smart by saying, "Oh, I can tell." And it's like, I told you I'm trans. My page is that I'm trans. Of course you idiot. Of course you know.
Okay. I can tell that you used to be a man.
I can tell that you used to be a man/woman.
Uh-huh.
No, you can't.
It's a bit insulting to hear that from someone. It's almost like they're trying to claim or kind of remember.
Well, don't worry about it, because I guarantee, I think everyone on here, everyone who's been on here, don't worry. No, they can't. They can't tell. Okay, it's just they know because you are on this. If you were on this, they wouldn't know. That's why they know. But as soon as you go back into day-to-day life, no one knows.
You before you transition.
I'd feel quite hurt if someone said that to me, but if they have a problem with it, it's their problem.
Yeah, it's their problem. People who do that. It's their problem, in it, and that's let them just live in that world of like sadness and hatred that they have. I never knew what to call them, he, she, or they. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what everyone's going to say here, but I'm going to say, well, if you don't know, let the person, can guide you and let you know, or just, I think even if you make a mistake, I don't know what they're going to say here, but I think because I'm more open with this, I feel like if someone makes a mistake, I'm happy to guide them. I don't mind them making one or two times make a mistake, but after that, if they carry on doing that, then I find that they're doing it deliberately. That's when I have a problem. But if it's just a mistake, then I don't have a problem. If anyone does it, continually does it, then I just think like that person to me is no longer of any interest to me. So if someone knew that I'm trans and then referred to me as he and stuff like that, first time I'd be like, okay, maybe you made maybe it was an accident. But if you keep doing it, that's it. I don't need to. That person no longer any interest in me. I won't speak with them again. I just won't bother them anymore.
I never know what to call them.
I never know what to call them, he, she, they.
You call that person however they are presenting themselves, however they desire to be presented.
Well, why don't you just ask?
Ask the person. Trust me, they will not be offended, or they shouldn't be offended, because we'd much rather that you ask us politely than you say the wrong thing. And if you do say the wrong thing, you make a mistake, just apologise very quickly, very briefly, and then just move on.
Okay. Do you think you'll ever go back? So, I don't think I've been asked this question, but for me, straight out, the answer is no. I have no interest in going back. I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I've done what I've done out of a choice that I knew that going back wasn't really an option. It was like I'm only going this way. I'm moving forwards, and whatever I do in my life, I always believe that you should go directly to where you're going. You're following your goal of what you want in your life, and always be following that goal. I do know people do detransition, but the reasons normally for that are people that they feel it wasn't right for them, or they basically got into something that they didn't realize was what it was. But the majority of trans people, I don't believe detransition. I believe the majority are happy and actually carrying on as they am. So the answer for me is simply no. I'm never going to go back. Why would I do that? And go back to what? You know, I'm still me. You know, what do you mean go back to being me? I'm me anyway.
Do you think you'll ever go back?
Need to go forwards first.
Do you think you'll ever go back?
Hell no. Look at me. Of course I'm not going to go back. We'll go back to what? Being a boy? Like, no, that's definitely not going to happen. Am I going to go back to being depressed? No.
I think because they see like the physical changes, they think that you've kind of gone somewhere, but you haven't. You're kind of just adjusting how you've always felt.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. You just you haven't gone anywhere. You are that person. You were that person before. It's just you've changed your visual appearance. So going back is not even a possibility, because going back to what? You already were this. It's just that now you're visually what you are, whereas before you weren't.
On the inside.
I think I know like one person who's had a bit of a wobble and gone back, and they've been on breakfast television, they've been on all the newspapers and all the rest of it. So I think that this idea that people change their minds, they really don't. Like, it's so rare.
I am out and proud of being trans. Trans. I'm trans. Get over it.
Okay, so there we go. So I hope that was interesting to you all. I'm not sure if that video will stay on the channel, because BBC tends to be one of those where if they don't like they just like being covered, basically. Okay. I don't know if this is back on YouTube yet. Let me see if it's back on YouTube. I just thought I'd just talk with everybody, because I think we're gonna might have to abandon that and go back. Let me see. I don't know. I have to see if I'm alive. I don't even know if I'm live. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. If you're watching this, let me explain everything. So it looks like what's happened on the channel is that they won't let me watch the video with you all. So what I'm thinking about doing is I think I'm going to abandon it for tonight. And then I'm going to come back and do it. I might have to do it during the day tomorrow before the show. So I think it's just completely clear to me from now on, when we do YouTube Watch or we do the movie club from now on, I think what we're going to do is we're going to just have to do it as a separate thing. So that's fine. Maybe we can do a little bit of just do some stuff on this show. So I'll just wait for a few more people to come back, because I think everybody kind of disappeared because the show tonight. So yeah, you won't know if you were not watching this live. What happened was the first half of the show, everything was going fine. I mean, I've still got it recorded, so it makes no difference to me. I've still got it, and I might just upload the full version without the interference from YouTube and everything. But basically, yeah, what happened was you can't do it. We have to do it separate. We have to do it via. So from now on, whenever we do anything like YouTube, if we do YouTube Watch, or if we do what can I say now? If we do the movie club, I'm going to pre-record them. It's just simple as that. It's the only way that this is going to work going forward. Now, I don't know where everybody's gone. The thing is, everything got scrambled. I think everybody thinks that I've called it a night, but I wasn't. I had to try and fix everything. That was the problem. So I've been away trying to fix things, and now everyone's disappeared. Let me see if I can get contact. I'm going to go on Discord. If you're here, say hi, because I'm going to try and carry on the show a little bit. We'll maybe scrap the video for tonight and do it tomorrow, because I mean I'm kind of not in the feeling after they knock me off like that. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Let me see. Just tell everyone on here. I'm on Discord if anybody wants to know. Yeah, so I'm live. I don't know. Let me see if anybody's rejoined. If you've not, you've not. It's not the end of the world. But obviously, I just feel just got a bit shook up really by doing that. It's just kind of one of those annoying things, you know. You're doing a live show, and then all of a sudden you get cut off, and you're like, "What's going on here?" Sorry about the confusion of your username. I hardly use Twitch, but here. Oh right. Well, nice to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm back on YouTube. If you want to go back on YouTube, Esme, I'm back on YouTube now. Yeah, I'm not really a big. I mean, Twitch is good. Twitch doesn't have the same problems now. Now I know that Twitch doesn't have the same problems as YouTube. YouTube is very sensitive, so it might be that we could do the live show for YouTube Watch and YouTube. Maybe YouTube Watch and the Movie Club we could do via Twitch. At least, you know, this is what it's all about learning. It's all about learning. It's like you do something, you try something different. So, I mean, feel free to subscribe to me on Twitch, because I think I might use Twitch for that then. I might just have to do... I mean, we could even go over there later on. I mean, let's see if some people come back, because I know we had more people in the video earlier on, but because I... start deciding what to do really, or maybe tonight we just say do this. Yeah, hi Esme. Yeah, so you understood. Were you with me throughout the whole thing? I mean, it is how it is. We're gonna have to just play it by ear. I might use Twitch in the future. So what I might do is I might do the live show in Twitch. In fact, now I know I can use Twitch. I might as well do it in Twitch in the future. You know. So next week when we do the show, I might just move everybody over to Twitch. We do it live at Twitch, and then we can, yeah, that will work better. I know. I'll tell you. Do you know it really shakes me up? You know, because I've been doing this for quite a while, YouTube, and before when I got copyright strikes, because I haven't had a copyright strike, it's okay. My YouTube is fine. But I've watched videos before and got copyright strikes, and when I got them, they damaged my channel. So basically, I couldn't monetize anything. I couldn't talk with people. I couldn't put videos up. I've had problems like that. So when you get these things, you get really shocked. So when it happened, I thought, shall I just carry on? But then I was thinking, like, the video's not very good now because I feel shook up. I'm not really focused. And then it was like carrying on was just difficult. So I think like the best thing is, I'll keep on. I'm going to keep live till about 10 o'clock. I'm probably going to just do some more videos on here. And then what I'll do is tonight's video, I'll take it and I'll edit the video so that it's just more, this bit will be cut out. And so if people want to watch it after, they can. And then what we'll do is, I think tomorrow we'll try and fit in the YouTube Watch and watch it. But if you want to watch it live, it'll probably be on Twitch. So I'll let everybody know via Discord. Okay, well let's just relax for a little bit. I'm gonna do let's do spin the wheel. Let's do spin the wheel. Let's watch a video and have a little bit of fun, and then we'll call it a night. How about that? At least do some. And the YouTube Watch video we'll do tomorrow. I mean, I was enjoying doing that, but we can get back into it tomorrow. So we'll probably watch it from the start again, but it'll be fine. We'll get back into it tomorrow. So let me just reset everything because I'm completely yeah, it really shook me up. That it's not fair. I don't like it when they do things like this, because the thing is I put a lot of work into these things, and you know, and that's the thing, but they're so funny, they're so delicate about everything you do. So annoying. So let's watch a video on here. Yeah, let's relax for a little bit. We'll watch a video and then we'll call it a night. Okay, so I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm probably going to say as well, if you are watching, if there's anybody out there who wants to send a donation, wants to become a channel supporter, wants to, you know, do it now because it would be the best time. And we could really do with some positivity right now. Okay, what's this? My Gender, Tom and Haley. Okay, we're gonna watch that. Yeah, thank you, Esme. Well, you know, I'll be honest with you. I learn every time this stuff happens. Like now, I know we can use Twitch, so I think there's a really good. I think there's a really good advantage now because it means that we can still do the live shows with YouTube Watch and the movie club. But now we can say, okay, if you want to watch it live, watch it on Twitch. So we do it on Twitch, and then we record it because all this is recorded. Don't worry, every I have a full recording of this, so I don't lose anything. And then I can basically edit the video after, get it out, and then put it out as well permanently. So I think it's going to work out better that way. So it's a good thing, you know. It's just annoying, trial and error. That's it. I just have to keep learning. I get mistakes happen like this, and then we keep learning. Like you now know I've got my Twitch, so you know you can go to my Twitch really easy. So you know it's okay. We get there, and it's just it shakes you up, and then you've got to kind of reset yourself. And anyway, but yeah, let's watch a video and have some fun. And then after this, we can. It's just YouTube. YouTube is like it's perfect. It's like we were watching we weren't just sat there watching it. We were discussing it and talking about it. That's fair use. So I think they're totally wrong saying, "Oh no, you can't watch this." It's like, okay, then I'll watch it over on Twitch then because I can watch it there. Anyway, so with my gender, where is this then? My gender, where's this video? Non-binary, my trans girlfriend. Should I find this video? There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're gonna watch this video here. My generation, not my gender. My generation is called. Okay. Yeah, my generation. I know what I call it. My gender. I think it's. You see, I'm still shook up. But thanks for correcting me there, Esme. Yeah, my generation. Okay, let's watch it.
My name's Tom, I'm 16, I'm from Rotherham. I've always
I want to see what it says on Tom's top there. What did it say? I know it says hook at the top. Fuck this is team. Team? Okay. Fair enough.
My name's Tom, I'm 16, I'm from Rotherham. I've always noticed I was different to everyone else. When I was like 8, my friends, they wanted to skip and things, and I always went and played football with the guys. And in sport, I never felt comfortable being in girls' class. And I just remember feeling completely different to all my other friends, and I just never wanted to join in with
I see. System. Hook the system. Okay. Sounds good.
what they want to do. It is my first Sparkle, I've never been before.
So we see we're mentioning Sparkle again. So this is the place I mentioned. This is where I went. I get it now. Yeah. Once I read it 3 times, I realized what it meant. Thanks, Esme. So yeah. So Tom is talking about Sparkles, first Sparkles that Tom's been to. So yeah, I mentioned this before. I went to Sparkles in Manchester. Back in, I'm not going to say when it was a while ago. I can't remember actually when it was. So yeah, I've been to Sparkles. So let's see what they say about it.
I came on my youth group, which is an LGBT youth group based in Rotherham. We just came along, spotting people, thought it'd be a fun day out. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable being around people that understand what you're going through and have been through the same journeys and things like that. In 5 years' time, I hope to have top surgery, be on testosterone, and I hope to be an accomplished musician, write my own songs or recording music or anything like that. I said like 2 years ago.
So obviously Tom has to wait 5 years, be 5 years by the time he can have his top surgery done before he can have be getting his testosterone. So at the moment, I think Tom said that it was around 18 years old or something like that. So let me see how old Tom. 16 years old. Right. Okay. So 5 years. So about by the time. So it'd be interesting to see where Tom is now, because I think this is older than how many years ago? 11 years ago. So it'd be interesting to see where Tom is now, to be honest with you. But you know, that's how I always feel when I watch these videos.
So like 2 years ago, I was really down. about a year and a half ago now, I came out to my mum, and at first she wasn't on board with it, and now she's really supportive, and she helps me through a lot, and she makes me feel a lot better.
Well, it's good that Tom has a supportive family. Yeah, Franny, I'm back. So yeah, a lot just happened. What we're going to do is I was saying to Esme, we're going to abandon doing the video tonight, the YouTube watch. I'm going to have to record it. I'm going to record it via Twitch. So what I'll do is tomorrow I will put the link during the daytime. It'll be before, because in the nighttime we're doing the live show, I think. Or we might do the we might do the show and then move it to Twitch. So what we might do is we might do the first half of the show tomorrow night and then go to Twitch and watch the YouTube watch, the Ladyboy Thailand video in Twitch. So it's quite easy to use Twitch, you know, as long as you've got the link, you'll be able to go watch it. It's just we can't watch it here on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like us watching videos like that here. Yeah, she's back. Yeah, I know, I know. Well, yeah, and I didn't even know I could bring the stream back. The stream went offline, and then I could have kept the stream live kind of thing, kept it there, and then come back. But after they did the copyright thing, but I didn't know how to do it. So yeah, I messed up a bit there, but it's okay. The stream is what it is. And I'm probably just going to edit this and then re-upload later on. So I will re-upload the stream maybe tonight. So I'll refix it all, and yeah, I can fix everything. Look, trust me, I can fix it all. It's a bit of work, but I can do it. So yeah, don't get me wrong, you'll get the full stream, still be here. I will fix it tonight.
I'm out of school. First year a bit rocky. People said stuff to me. I got a lot of bullying here, but things have improved, and hopefully when I start back in sixth form, I'll be down as Tom in the school system. So things will be a lot better then.
So that's cool. At least he's going to be accepted, and he's going to be able to use his name and everything. So that'll be good.
Tell them to keep hope, because it will get better, and no matter how bad things may seem, there's always new journeys you can be on, and things that can happen to you to make you feel a lot better, and one day things will be better.
Okay, so that's Tom. So we'll be seeing, is it Haley next? So I think we're going to hear about Haley after Tom. I don't know if this music, I bet this music's copyrighted. It will be long before they'll end up giving me a copyright for this music in the background, probably. I know I can't win with YouTube. They're just really sensitive about everything. I hope Tom is okay these days and feeling in the right place and being positive as he seems. Yeah, well, this is the thing. Like 10 years ago, you see this video here and you see how Tom is and talking about the future, about, you know, I'm going to get my top surgery and get my testosterone, like really positive. You tell as well he feels, you know, he wants to get on with it, wants to start being able to be accepted as who he is. And, you know, us watching it in the future now thinking like, whoa, you know, in 10 years' time, you're going to have to deal with all this rubbish that's coming out from, you know, the government and things like that. It's so negative, you know, but I hope all these people are really positive and you know, being like we are, you know, being strong and positive, and say, you know, we don't care about all this rubbish that they're trying to force us to go back into the shadows, back to erase us from public life. We're not going to allow it. Oh, hello, hi. Let me see. It's June. I might have said that wrong. Where are you from? I feel. Is it? You have to let me know where you're from. But hello, it's nice to see you here. Welcome. You're lucky to find us here tonight because we've been having problems with the live stream, but you'll find if you ever watch any of my live streams, I'll always fight to stay live. Even when YouTube tries to knock me off, I still come back fighting. And yeah, so here we are. So I'm glad you're part of the show tonight, but part of the stream. Thanks for being here. I think it helps being in some kind of supportive relationship or community. Yeah, that's true, Esme. I mean, you know, like I gotta say, like I you know obviously that this channel, I've built this the Discord group that we have now. That's a really key thing. It was one of the key things I wanted to do when I set up this channel, and it actually has been working really well. A lot of people have joined it, and so we have got a bit of a community already with this channel. And in one of the ways, that's what I'm after. I really want that community. And I think that's a good place for some people, because some people want to find somewhere to be. And I've been quite fortunate myself, just being in a situation where I've had a lot of good people around me all my life. So I've been very fortunate myself, but I know that it's not the same for everyone. Some people, they struggle to get acceptance from friends, from family, from work colleagues. So I hope the place that we're building here, and it's not just me, it's everybody like yourself, like Esme and Franny, and many more. We've got Kirsty, we've got Jade. I can't name everyone because there's just so many there. Charles has been a big part of the community. Jesse as well always pops into the shows. I mean, these people have been big part of the show and been part of the community, and really is building up quite a good group of people. I appreciate you. Well, thank you, Esme. Well, I appreciate you being here as well. I appreciate everybody, being here and being part of the show. It really means a lot to me. If you were here, there wouldn't be a show. Obviously, I'd be just talking to nothingness, and I'm glad that there's people there and they can give me their opinions on things. It's not just my opinion; it's your opinion as well, and it's really valid.
My name's Haley. I'm from Rotherham and I'm 13.
Okay.
I like to listen to.
So 13 years old. Haley's 13. So obviously she's got her life ahead of her. So it'll be interesting to see what her viewpoint is on her future and what she's looking for.
Heavy metal, and I like to march and go to concerts.
Do you play this yourself?
I want to play the drums. Well, when I was younger, I didn't feel right in my body, and I liked a lot more feminine things to everybody else, and I got bullied as a result of it, and I didn't think I was a boy anymore. So.
Well, that's another key thing, isn't it? That's the hardest thing for young trans people, because bullying is just part of this. People don't like what they don't understand, and because there isn't much trans education in schools to kind of explain that trans people exist in our societies and our culture and everything, a lot of people fear trans people, and then they rebel against trans people by fighting them and beating them up. And that's the reason we have that. That's why trans education is so important. And even back then, it's still been a problem. We should be getting more education, not less. And unfortunately, it's going the other way.
Ever since I wanted to be a girl. My parents don't really think it's serious. They think it's a phase. It's quite inspiring to meet other people that have got a lot of confidence to go out, dressed up and look as proper beautiful as possible, really.
I mean, well, that's for me, that's interesting to hear a young trans person speak like that. Being able for people to go out confidently and stuff like that. It's a shame I can't speak directly to her, because I would say to her, well, I would say that once I was in the same situation as you. I was in the same place as you, and the only difference is time. Is that I listened to people around me. I learned what I needed to do to be where I wanted to be. The reason I go out in public and as myself is because this is me. This is my true self. It's not even about, oh, how come you can wear women's clothes and go out and stuff like that? It's like, well, because I'm a woman. It's not really any more complicated than that. Though I occasionally wear men's clothes if I feel like it, and that's the difference. It gets to the point where you can just wear what you want. It doesn't matter, because I'm still a woman, whatever I wear. But to get to that confidence, it is basically time and just living as yourself. I don't know where Haley is at the moment, but if Haley has carried on with her transition and she's at the point where she's now living full time, then I'm sure that she understands what I'm saying. But back then, she would think, oh, it's such a big dream to be there. But it's like, no, just be yourself now. Just carry on being yourself. You will one day be able to just live full time, and it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It does take time, unfortunately. That's the only thing. But you can't just click your fingers and tomorrow you get to be yourself. It's unfortunately there is a transition period to get to where you need to be. So hard for young people, but I hope she found a band. Well, I hope she's found everything that she wants to be who she is. I mean, at this age, I mean, 13, yeah, 13 years old. It's great age to start transition. Trust me. Shouldn't know how fortunate she is to be there, but unfortunately, it's not easy in the UK. It's easier, like we were talking about Thailand earlier on. It's a lot easier for a Thai trans woman at 13 to start her journey and be who she is. Unfortunately for Hayley, she's about to hit puberty, and if she's not got puberty blockers, which at the moment are not allowed in the UK, back then they were. So if she's got in the clinics and she's got the connection and everything correctly, and she'll be okay, she can start taking puberty blockers. In fact, if she has done that, then she's been very fortunate because she's just in the time period where she would have been able to use puberty blockers and not have to develop male features. But unfortunately, right now, that's not possible here in the UK anyway.
I want to start hormones to make my voice a little higher. This is very deep now. I'm wanting to get top surgery and bottom surgery. I got bullied a lot and started getting very depressed with it.
What do you do when you're depressed?
I smoke and self-harm.
See, there you go, and that's the thing, right? I've never had that issue. I've never had that problem. I've never had to do anything like we say. Okay, we'll just try and make more clear. I've never had to hurt myself in any way, but I know many do, and that is why it's so important that we don't force people to not be who they are, because people know who they are. You shouldn't be forcing people to not be who they are, and that's why it's so important that it saves lives. Transitioning saves lives. That's why it's so important.
You got any advice for people who are kind of like you, that if they feel like self-harming?
Don't do it, because once you start, it becomes an addiction and it's very, very hard to stop. I still get bullied a lot. I get called a freak for it, but I've got a lot of support from my teachers.
Do you have a uniform at school?
Yeah.
Is it gendered?
Yeah, and it's kind of uncomfortable.
Do you have to wear the male gender one?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Okay, so I mean, still getting misgendered at school, having to deal with all that school, but and these are the things that shouldn't be happening. But that's to do with like school policies, and they should be looking out for trans kids. But I know they don't do it.
A bit sad that I can't go as a girl, but again, the bullying.
So I heard in certain schools you could actually go as yourself and be yourself. Dress feminine if you're female and stuff at school. So I don't know. I don't know if it depends which school you go to. I don't know what the differences are and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's different in different schools, what the rules are and things like that. And I have no idea what they are now after the High Court ruling in the UK. The alternative rock scene is accepting, I find, and glad her teacher supports her. Well, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Well, you got the point there, yeah. That's Sarah from my... Yeah, I recognised her as well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know whether there's the full series of that? My transsexual summer. I still want to find the full series. It's got to be around somewhere. I remember watching it years ago, but I can't find it online. I mean, I guess I haven't really looked that hard, to be honest with you, but I'd be interested to find that because that'd be quite a good series to look at. Maybe in, I probably would watch that in maybe the movie club or something because it's kind of like a TV. Well, it's a TV show, isn't it? So if I could find the full series, we could watch it. But again, we could only watch it through Twitch and watch it that way. Seems like Twitch is more accepting of us watching videos. So it definitely we'll have to start using Twitch for the bigger live videos. There was a watch along on YouTube, I think, and I was on Channel 4. Yeah, it was on Channel 4. Sorry, yeah. There was a watch along. Where was that? Where was that? Was that on another YouTuber's channel or something like that? Well, how did they do it? If it was on another YouTuber's channel, how did they do the watch along? I'd be interested to know how they did that because I get stuff by copyright. I can't watch anything that's long and it's like a movie or TV show. Well, let me do it. I'll try and find it. Well, if you can find it, Esme, just let me know. You can let me know in Discord anyway. Yes, it's really strange. I don't know. YouTube is so funny about what you can and can't watch. But I'm not going to let it get me down. Like I said, I mean, I think tonight has shown me that the best way to do this is probably if we watch live and it's going to be like a long thing, we do it through Twitch. And if it's like these little videos like this, just do it on here. It's fine. The little videos seem to be fine. No one seems to care about them. I don't get many copyright issues with these. I'll try. Oh, yeah, you said that. But whenever I do like a long video or anything like that, it just seems like a nightmare. It just seems like they don't want to accept. Yeah. So it's a bit of a shame that I didn't get to do YouTube Watch tonight. I mean, we did start, but I don't think I want to start from the beginning. So I think I'm going to try and do it tomorrow. I think the best way to do it is either we do the show tomorrow, or I might come on earlier. Let me see how my day goes tomorrow. And if I'm busy tomorrow, then okay, won't be in. Look, tomorrow night about 7:00, I plan to do the private show for the YouTube supporters and community members. So that's still going to go ahead, obviously. But I will decide what to do about the YouTube Watch. If I decide to do it earlier in the daytime, I will send you all the link via Discord and let you know that I'm going to go live on Twitch. So maybe you have to you have to watch out for it, because that's probably what I'm going to have to start doing in the future. So I think the YouTube Watch we'll do by Discord, but I think the movie club will be pre-recorded. I just think that's probably the best way going forward with the movie club. So I think the movie club I'll pre-record and release that either Thursday or Fridays, and then we'll do YouTube Watch hopefully either like Friday or Saturday. We'll have to work that out. So going forward, we'll find our way. Anyway, I think it's about 10 p.m. here in the UK, so I think we'll probably call it a night. It's been interesting tonight. I think we learned a lot, to be honest. Well, I've learned a lot. I've learned how not to do things with YouTube. So yeah, so what I'll probably do is this live stream will probably get privated, probably get swiped off. I'll reissue the live stream. What I'll do is I'll re-edit it, cut all the rubbish out tonight, which was all the with all the copyright stuff and everything. I'll cut it all that out, and I'll re-put it back on without. So I mean, feel free to check it out once I've edited. You'll see the magic of editing, which is like, I'm okay at it, but it's like, please stop doing this to me, YouTube, because it's something that I don't want to be doing. Like tonight, what I'll do is I'll come off the stream now and I'll go and re-edit this. So if people are watching this now after the recorded version, you think, what are you talking about? But it's like, yes, I had to go back and re-edit all this because they switched off my stream halfway through. I had to paste it all together and refix it. So annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna say good night. I'm gonna say thank you for everybody who took part. We got Franny, Esme, and there was a few other extra people that turned up, and I'm sure we lost loads of people when the stream decided to turn off. All the people were on Facebook. I'm sorry, but Facebook obviously didn't like Poi. When Poi came on, they cut it off. So as soon as we got the Ladyboy Poi, they turned it off. So Facebook's rubbish, isn't it? Okay, anyway, I'm going to say good night. Thank you, Esme. Thank you so much. And I will see you again soon. I'll probably be in Discord anyway later on. So if anybody wants to catch up with me, I'll be around. I always end up in Discord at one point and have a little chat with people and stuff. So anyway, I will see you all later on. Have a good evening. Have a good night. I'll see everybody tomorrow anyway. I'm back for the Sunday show tomorrow night. So see you later. And yeah, good night. Thank you for being here.